Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the UCF Knights, taking on another Big 12 team, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. First down here for this offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. They've got him. It's a sack from the defense.
You know, a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Finds his man. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
So the first drive of the game, instead of punting and hitting the opponent deep, they're going to go for it on fourth down. From the shotgun, drops back. Finds his man, has the first down. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. He slings this one deep down the left side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Tackle made after a big gain. The Hokies pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. He'll hand it off. Breaking tackles. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. He's swarmed by the defense. Second down and goal upcoming. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's swarmed by the defense. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Some of the crowd hasn't even settled in. We got points on the board. Buckle up, Kirk.
I mean, this is amazing. This is exactly how you envision it, with the long layoff, the hype, the pressure, all the interviews you've done, and to be able to start off with an opening drive and a touchdown, couldn't have scripted it any better.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? It's a shotgun run call. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
The gain moves the ball to a 34.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
3rd down coming up after that running play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Across the 45 now. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And just like that, in one play, they moved him to scoring position at the 23.
Now, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, you just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
The Knights looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. The Knights with 1st and 10 here. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on 3rd and very long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's going to take off. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a 4th down decision coming up. So we begin the 2nd quarter with a field goal attempt as the kicking team is out there. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. And it's good.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. Start at the 25. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. That's a bullet pass to the left side. Receiver makes the grab inside the 15. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Hokies.
This is a beautiful route here by the receiver. He works on the right side, comes all the way over on that deep over route to find that opening. Quarterback puts it right on the money for a beautiful touchdown.
No problem with the VHC. The lead 14-3. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. They've had to settle for field goals. That won't work anymore. They got to find the end zone this time. Caught over the middle. It's Webb. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Pass caught, second down now. Send the back in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me, it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the second sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
Short pass finds the tight end.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it, enough for a first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Finally brought down, but it's an explosive gain. Ball all the way to the 21. The Knights pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. On first and 10, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Webb. They finally tackle him down at the 1 after that catch and run.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, just stoned at the line of scrimmage by this defensive front. They have been having their way at the line of scrimmage the entire first half of this national championship. And if these guys do not find a way to become more than one-dimensional, there's no way they're going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole.
Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Ball spotted at the 5 for this third and goal play. Receiver in motion now. They'll look to throw it on third and goal. Defense is coming after him. He's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. It's fourth and goal from the 5, but no field goal attempt. We're going for it. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he'll get there. Touchdown, UCF. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
To be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? Catch made by the tight end. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Gain moves the ball to the 37. Another first down. On the run here, lets it go. Here's the target, and it's complete. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made it to 43.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5-wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. UCF offense back out on the field now. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead. Looking to throw it on first down. Hit quickly. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Well, no surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on fourth down. Try to make it 3 for 3 here. Back to throw again. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. The Knights will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Man, I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. It's 2nd and goal now, back from the 14-yard line. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Makes the grab. It's Adams. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. The
This is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Strong defensive effort. They've got him behind the line. He'll lose 5 yards. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on 4th and goal here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First half clock with just 8 seconds remaining. It'll be 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. There's contact on the throw. And the pass ball is incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. The Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Hokies will kick this away to get the second half going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Another big gain by this wide receiver. This guy has had a great year all season long. You knew coming into the national championship he'd have a shot to make a lot of big plays. But give credit to the offense coordinator, moving him around, allowing him to find space to do work.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Knights begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And now the handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now, 1st and goal.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
The Knights line up with a 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Running back grabs it on the screen. Touchdown, UCF. Which come all the way back to claim the lead. They're set now to try the PAT. The PAT puts them up 3. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Going with the old counter run here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And the defense gets him, but it's a 1st down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Hokies. They will claim the 2nd half lead.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And the point after is right down the middle. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Breaks loose at the 40. Makes the 1st down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Oh, that one's picked off. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Handoff in a single back formation. Hooks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. The Hokies hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. They stop him, but it's a first down.
What a great throw here by the quarterback from Virginia Tech to be able to pick up the first down. He was able to make the right read. Nice route by the receiver. Puts the ball right on the money, and they're able to move the sticks.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's moving out of the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to win a first down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's down right there, but it's enough for a first down.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do.
And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. It's a short completion to the big tight end.
Chris, positive yards are always going to help you. These guys got a long way to go to get themselves back into this game. But you put positive yards and back-to-back plays, you start to get some confidence going and believe you can do it.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Can he make it to the marker? First down. They'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a 2-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
And it's complete downfield. And he goes down after a big chunk play, the kind of explosive play this offense has been looking for.
Hey, here's some positive yards. You love to see that. Now you've got a chance here to continue to attack this defense. They're trying not to give up the big plays, but down by a couple scores, you got to get a quick touchdown and hope to be able to get the ball back.
Short connection to the tight end here. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The Knights lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Knights. That was an enormous touchdown. They're still behind, but it's a one-possession game, national championship on the line.
Yeah, the offense did their job to make this thing interesting. Now their opponent. What will their opponent do? Are they going to try to kill clock? Are they going to just try to run the football? Are they going to get aggressive and throw and try to score themselves? Still, a lot can happen here in these closing minutes.
He's not going to get there. The two-point try fails. They can't cut into this deficit any further. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give their returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting the
touchdown? Hokies. A strong game by this quarterback. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trying to blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Bringing pressure. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. It's a short completion of the tight end. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. And the quarterback dropping back. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. He goes down right there, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking to throw it again. Lets it fly to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. He's running out of time here. And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. The pass is intercepted. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking to scramble. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. First down, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Trying to create here on the move. And he pulls in the catch. And he's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a first down. The Knights hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
Right, so it's 1st and 10, back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this point? He'll be tackled. We'll have to wait and see what this penalty marker is about. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 15. Look at him run through those tacklers. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. Well, really.